Hey, welcome to Cruise Day Fun Live. It's great to have you with us here, whether you're watching live or from the future. We've got an exciting show for you today. We're going to be talking about cruise myths, and we're going to also take a look at the stateroom options on Norwegian's new ship, Norwegian Prima. So, a lot of exciting topics. We got some other things. I know we've got the joy of cruising coming up, and we've got a cruise here. A lot of fun. So we're glad you're with us, and it's an exciting day. Anytime we can talk about cruising, it's an exciting day.
Yay! It's an exciting day.
Wow. I'm glad somebody bought into that. That's great. Okay. Well, let's not delay anymore. Let's get things going. Let's get started. So, for today's trivia question, we have Ted Arison. Ted Arison is the founder of Carnival Cruise Line. What cruise line did Ted Arison also co-found? Ted Arison, the founder of Carnival Cruise Line, also co-founded which other cruise line? If you know it, put it in the chat. If you don't know it, stay tuned because we'll let you know the answer here in just a minute or two. But yeah, we want to welcome in our live viewers. We're always glad to have our live viewers with us.
Yes.
But if you're watching from the future, we're happy to have you here too. Wow.
Yes,
I feel like wow. I don't want to insult anybody. Jeez. But we got to say hello to Leonard Family Fun.
Yay, Leonard Family Fun.
Yes.
They're in the house.
They were first in Woo-hoo. To the chat. And Leonard Family Fun, welcome. And of course, we got our friends Sea Lake Journeys. With us here, and
Robin and Chad. Woo-hoo.
Yep, and they will be going live later today too, at 6:00 Eastern time. So be sure to tune into that.
Yes.
Also, I lost my comments here. We've got who else was in the Z Show Cruise Fun? I knew I saw them there.
Nice.
Sounds like they're starting to drink already. Nothing wrong with that. We can't. Yeah, that's water, right? I guess not. Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
it's water.
Busted. And then we got to say hello
to
hello to Charlene from
Hey,
Island
Charlene.
Jumper. Yeah. So if you saw our reunion show, it's been 2-3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
You saw Charlene and some of these other great channels joining us. So gotta say hello.
Other previous guests
Charlene.
that have been on our show.
That's right. So let's go back to our what's it called? Trivia question. Ted Arison, the founder of Carnival Cruise Line, also co-founded which other cruise line?
Ooh, that's a toughie.
It is a toughie, but we got a couple answers in here. Let's see if anybody got the right answer, because this one is a toughie. I do see the right answer, and I believe the first correct answer came from Leonard Family Fun.
Wow, good job.
Yes.
They are on the ball.
Ted Arison, before founding Carnival Cruise Line, was one of the founders for Norwegian Cruise Line back in 1966. Oh. So who knew there was a connection between Carnival and Norwegian?
Yeah.
And Ted Arison is that common connection.
Wow.
So yeah, and got to welcome in Cruising Scene. Always great to see Cruising Scene here.
Hi, Cruising Scene.
Yeah, they'll respond later, I'm sure. Okay. So, but welcome in, everybody. So, I don't know how many of you knew that Carnival and Norwegian had Ted Arison in common, which takes me to today's two big topics. We're going to be talking about cruise myths. We're going to be busting some of the biggest cruise myths.
Busting.
The stuff you hear from coworkers, family members, other people that just don't appreciate cruising.
But we appreciate cruising.
Yeah, we're going to bust some of those myths. So if you need help talking to non-cruisers or people who haven't tried it yet, that's the topic for that. And then, coincidentally, speaking of Norwegian, we're going to be talking about Norwegian when we're going to take a look at the staterooms being offered, the four main, most popular classes of rooms on the Norwegian Prima, the ship that's just about to set sail here very soon.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. And let's move on to our first topic. Are we ready to bust some cruise myths?
Yes, we are.
All right. Do you have your cruise myth busting shoes on?
Well, I normally wear sandals.
Okay, well, you got your cruise busting sandals on. You're ready.
Yeah.
So the first cruise myth we're going to throw up here, and also comment and let us know if other cruise myths you've heard once we've gone through these, and which of these myths you think are the most ridiculous, or if maybe you agree with some of them. The first one is there's nothing to do on a cruise.
Oh.
There's nothing to do on a cruise.
That's
Really?
like going to Disneyland and saying there's nothing to do at Disneyland.
Nothing to do on a cruise. So you can go you can go get out of bed in the morning. You can have your breakfast in bed, sure, whatever. You can go and get some food from the buffet, but then the day is yours.
Mm-hmm.
The ship may be visiting a foreign country, a tropical island, Alaska, different places around the world that you can go explore. But even on a sea day, there's so many things to do on board.
Right.
There's ships that got roller coasters. There's ships that got
swimming pools.
Well, yeah,
fancy spas.
Pretty much all of them have the swimming pools. I was going to say the surfing simulators, the flow rider. There's skating rinks. There are
gyms. You can.
Yeah, you can go work out. Yeah, look for me there. Good luck with that. There's all kinds of activities for the very active people, and there's things like bingo or trivia or karaoke if you're looking for some more just like social type activities.
Mm-hmm.
So many activities.
Or you can watch a show, you can play games.
That's right.
You can try new foods, do a cooking class.
That's a lot.
Do wine tasting or beer tasting.
That's
or
right.
Alcohol tasting. Alcohol tasting.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. So, myth busting sandals. It sounds like they approve.
Or you could
a myth or a lie. Yeah, that's true.
Or you could try to as a contest with your spouse or friend. You can try and have a drink at every bar on ship.
Are you referring to someone in particular there?
Yeah. I was thinking you, but because you're usually with me.
We've attempted that.
We've attempted that.
Yes. So nothing to do on a cruise. I'm gonna say that myth is busted. This is where we should have had some cool graphic that was like, busted across the screen. So oh boy.
Oh well, that's okay.
So that is myth number one, or lie number one.
Lie
That's not true.
One.
There's
not
plenty
true.
Even on the smaller ships, you can find so much to do.
And you're on vacation, so you can do whatever you want.
Well, as long as it's legal. Number two, myth number two. Let's bust another myth. Cruises are for old people.
No.
Now, for those of you who are paying attention, when we talked about the first myth, I start off with talking about some things that old people are known for doing. Roller coasters, surf simulators, zip lines. Yes. So many So there are some cruise lines out there that cater more to a crowd that's looking for a more leisurely, slower paced experience. So there is that, and but there's plenty of cruises that are perfect for younger people.
There's a cruise for everybody, and a cruise that fits everybody's needs, most needs.
Yes. Look at Virgin Voyages. Virgin Voyages are focusing on people that are traveling without kids, because you have to be 18 or older, I believe. Or
that'll be so much fun.
Yeah. So, and they're gearing. Trust me, from some of the things I've heard about it, they're definitely gearing towards the not older, but young adults. Active singles and young couples is I think what they're looking for, which kind of fits with their image. But
like us, young adults.
What you talking about, Willis? So yeah, go check out. It was Emma Cruises that she had. I think her blog or something was called "Cruising Isn't Just for Old People." But I think you'll find that it's for everybody. There's
Yeah.
something for everyone.
There's cruisers who are like infants that are cruising all the way up to what?
Yeah.
All the way
Baby cruisers?
Yeah.
Wow.
The parents bring their babies
Oh,
along
okay.
on a
I was picturing a
cruise.
baby walking along the Lido deck with their sail and sign card. Where's the buffet? Yeah. Okay.
Or people older than us.
Wow. People older than us. Holy cow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's keep on going. Let's all
What's the
let's all be
second
old
myth?
together. Second myth. That was the second myth.
Oh,
So how about the third myth?
third myth.
See, I'm trying to keep up with comments. There's so many great comments in here, and I'm barely keeping up with my own mind here. Oh boy.
What did one person say?
One person?
Well, what?
You want to know what one person said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us a comment.
I liked Leonard Family Fun's comment, Frozen. And then Cruising Scene said, uh-oh, how about that for comments? Because we had technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Was that what you're looking for?
Oh, I was like, why are they referring to the movie? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like, I'll take the label with pleasure. I love cruising. So, yeah, a lot. Yes. Let's all be old together, is what Sea Lake Journey said.
I'm not old. I don't know what they're talking about.
Hey, age is just a number. Let's move on. Myth number 3. Myth number 3. Oh, I got to get the comment out of the way so people can read it. Okay, let's go to comment number 3.
3.
Thank you.
Myth number 3.
Myth number 3. Thank you. See, I can't talk and do this stuff at the same time. Cruise ships are just floating buffets. I've heard this one a few times. Have you heard this one before? Cruise ships are just floating buffets.
They're more than floating buffets.
Well, I know,
though.
it's a myth.
They're it's a ship, and it has it has, besides the buffet, there's also dance places where you can dance. You can play trivia. You can see great shows and great movies. You can, you can play volleyball. You can do so much stuff.
I don't know if you guys have heard this myth before, but I feel like when I've heard this one, it's from people who picture a crowded pool deck with people just hanging out by the pool or in the pool or the hot tubs during the daytime, and then at mealtime, or maybe more often, they had often pack it in at the buffet.
Right.
So buffet is a feature that a lot of us enjoy, but there's so much more, like Joyce said.
There's so much more. There's like teriyaki, that one.
Okay.
There's also the steak places.
Yep.
I mean,
so we just got busted ourselves. We have been busted, Joy. Gosh darn it!
What'd we do?
Our buddies, our pals, our friends over at Leonard Family Fun stated some truth, and we are busted. So this is the end of Cruise Day Fun. Goodbye. No. What? Leonard. See, I love this because she can't see the comments very well from where she's sitting. Leonard Family Fun said regarding this myth that it's a floating buffet. She said, "Well, sort of. It's a buffet of various people and entertainment and other stuff."
Oh yeah.
So technically, it's not a myth.
I like that.
Well, that means it's not a myth.
It's
so
not
our
a myth.
Our myth number 3 is completely wrong.
Busted.
We've been busted. All right.
Busted.
I don't know if we are allowed to continue under the YouTube charter. Joy's like, what's wrong with Dan today? He keeps freezing.
The fourth myth.
Fourth myth.
Fourth myth. Try and say that.
Cruise ships are too crowded. Well, if you sailed when cruises just started up recently a few months ago, and then you sailed again more recently, you might be inclined to agree a little bit with that, depending on the ship. But I think you can always find a place to escape the crowd if you're worried about being around crowds all the time.
Yeah.
Some ships are laid out better for escaping the crowds. Some are maybe not laid out as well. But there's places you can go.
You can go to the Serenity Room. You can go Serenity area, all adults only area.
That's Carnival. That's specific Carnival. But like you can go to an adult only area, like Disney has the Cove Pool.
You can go to one of the restaurants that they have open during the day and play cards with your friends. There's so many places that you can.
Okay, don't give them all away. You can also, if you spend the money on a nice stateroom like a balcony or a suite, which we have yet to do. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Then you can get away and have some time to yourself in between activities,
right?
And enjoy the sea air or whatever. So that's the benefit of getting one of those larger cabins. But let's not give away all of the secrets, because I think we could do a whole segment on just how to cruise and how to have a relaxing cruise on a crowded ship.
Yeah,
because
definitely,
as they build the ships bigger and bigger, there's more and more people on there. That's the way it works.
But they put more places for you to hang out with people or hang out with your own group.
And that sums up how cruise ships are designed. Yeah, so you are so optimistic, so positive. The glass is half full with you. Are you okay?
I see a bug. There goes the bug.
It's a gnat. Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
Always the consummate professionals. Dan, enjoy a cruise day fun. Let's see. Okay, so Leonard Family Fun is certain areas, maybe a ship to me is like a city at sea. You leave home to go into a crowded downtown to work, or in our case to play. But in our neighborhoods, our cabin row is quiet. So yeah, and I read that out loud, everybody, because Joy can't see from where she's sitting the comments. So sorry if you're like, let's all take turns reading the comments now.
I don't have X-ray vision. I sometimes would like to, but no X-ray vision.
I don't know. Okay.
No vodka.
Okay, so that was myth number 4. Ready for myth number 5? Busted.
5.
Myth number 5. Cruise ships are just big booze cruises. Do you want to try this
one? Big booze cruises. Big booze cruises. Try and say that 5 times fast. Big booze cruises.
And Leonard Family Fun, don't encourage her.
I'll drink to that.
Don't encourage her. They said Joy is so much fun. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. She's the fun in Cruise Day Fun. I'm just the day. So I'm the day. Dan day. Anyway, so
that wouldn't be as much fun if you weren't with me.
Thank you. So booze cruise. There's certain cruise ships and itineraries where I think you can find more people kind of on board, just basically party. In our experience, shorter cruises, more budget-friendly cruises, you can have more people doing that. But you can avoid, even on those cruises, even on those ships, you can avoid by going to the other areas where people aren't drinking. And there's other cruise lines and ships.
Yeah, there's always really people that you can drink coffee with, drink tea, maybe iced tea, maybe Long Island tea, but tea. There's also other beverages on board a ship besides alcohol.
Why are you making this all about
milk?
So cruises aren't booze cruises; they are milk and tea cruises. So you heard it from Joy first. Myth busted.
Busted.
Okay, we didn't need a graphic. You can do that just fine. Okay, we got a couple more myths we need to bust here.
Okay,
let's bust this myth. I'll get seasick on a cruise. Well, yeah, maybe, but more often than not, that's avoidable. Some people are lucky enough, not to brag, but I've been lucky enough to avoid it.
Some people may get food poisoning when they're on vacation.
What are you doing?
People still go on vacation.
How does that help with the sea?
Well, I'm just saying that's ridiculous, because you could get seasick or you could not. So you could get food poisoning, you could not.
Okay, so I'm glad we brought up food poisoning. Let's get back to being seasick. Joy, how can you avoid being seasick, or how can you prepare or prevent seasickness?
Cruise ships are so big that they're so stable. So that's one thing. 2 is you can
What we're looking here for here is Dramamine,
Or you
seasickness
can
pills,
find
medication.
you can schedule, or you can find the room that's in the middle of the ship, so it has less
Yeah.
up and downness.
Work with your travel agent. If you're trying to book on your own, a lower midship cabin typically moves less, but there are preventative things from Dramamine is the trade name, the company name for the most popular probably seasickness pill you can get. But there's also there's a patch,
a little patch
behind the ear. We're doing that together. Also, we've heard the trick of eating green apples. I think we heard that probably here on the live show from one of our frequent viewers. Yeah, anybody that's lucky enough to not get seasick is lucky. And I probably would have just taken the medication if I hadn't been on smaller boats many times before and didn't have a problem. Let's see. Leonard Family Lawn likes their cabins in the middle of the ship. They take medicine just in case, but I haven't had to use it. So it's good to be prepared, but take it with you. That's a good tip because if you buy it on board or in a port, you're going to be paying a lot extra for a smaller quantity. Yeah, definitely. That's a great tip. So that is another myth busted. Wow. So although I got to put that one in the category of, if you're not careful. So maybe the myth is you can't avoid getting seasick.
It depends.
I think there might be a rare case where somebody takes some medicine and does everything right and still gets seasick, but I think that's got to be
You can't avoid getting sunburned either.
Well, I didn't put that down as a myth. Is that a myth?
No.
What's that to do with cruise ships?
I'm just saying that things happen on vacations.
Oh no. Okay, let's not go down that path again. Let's throw out one more myth, and then we'll let Joy go wild with her extra myths, because it sounds like she's got some extra concerns. Oh. Maybe we should have talked before we went live. Next myth that I put on a slide that we can talk about is cruises are too expensive. Money. So there are cruises out there that'll cost you a bit of money. There's some that could cost a pretty penny, but if you think about a land vacation, like the price of a hotel plus the price of a rent-a-car, a flight, perhaps. Let's even leave out the flight because you might need a flight to get to the cruise, but you need transportation to get around, to go to restaurants, and you have to pay for the restaurants. If you're going to go to an amusement park or whatever attractions you're going to do for fun.
And souvenirs.
You're going to go to shows. So a cruise, I think when you do the math, you can find cruises out there that are going to cost considerably less than you'd pay on land. Plus, you got all the food you can eat.
And if you just decide that you don't want to spend extra on the cruise, you can still have a lot of fun without paying for extra stuff like bingo or gambling or
That's right. So anyway, that was the last myth that I had. Can you? Is there any other myths, or put in the chat if you can think of any other myths? If you're watching in the future, put a comment down and let us know of any other myths or that you've heard, because I'm sure there's some pretty crazy ones that people heard. When you talk to people that don't like to cruise or have never been on a cruise and don't think they'd like it, some kind of crazy ideas about what a cruise is like comes up, and we love YouTube, and we obviously are part of the cruise community, but there's videos on YouTube of just crazy things that happen on cruise ships, which we don't focus on because those are really rare. Like bad weather or a fight or something like that. That's not the typical.
We've been on how many cruises?
Well, like I think
we've never seen a fight on a cruise.
There you go. Proof positive that it doesn't happen. Let's see. So Leonard Family Fun has a comment here. They live in Alabama. A weekend in Atlanta is equivalent to a week-long cruise on Carnival. Wow. And the week in Atlanta is not a holiday weekend either, which is even more expensive. Yeah. And Sea Lake Journeys has another myth. We've got another myth to add to our list. So I guess this is our 8th myth. People are afraid that pirates may attack. That is a myth. And Robin, take the keyboard away from chat right now. So,
there are pirates. You can get a what's it? A Malibu rum they always have the Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan's a pirate, so that's fine. I like that Captain Morgan.
Yeah. So myths that a pirate may attack. That's extremely rare. And if you're on a Disney cruise, they have a pirate night on a lot of the ships.
Yeah. So there are pirates on board some ships.
Truth to that. So I don't know. I think somebody was trying to mess with us there. But that is a myth that I think is for the most part busted.
Busted.
Yes. So that has been our cruise myths. Comment and let us know what you thought of those. But
give us a thumbs up if you approve this show, or if you like this show.
Is that like they're endorsing us? We endorse Cruise Day Fun. Thumbs up.
Exactly.
If you like what we're doing, it helps us to know that we're not totally wasting our Saturdays putting this together for you. But now it's time for us to do something special.
Joy of cruising. Today's joy of cruising is bring a hat. So this is a rolled up hat that I bought a while back. And the reason why I say bring a hat is you want to protect your face, your head from the sun. So if you have a hat, you can wear it while you're out and about being a tourist or a vacationer, and it protects your eyes and your face from the sun.
Yeah, don't. That's a great tip. Don't downplay the value of a hat when you're out especially on a hot, sunny cruise.
Yeah,
out on the ship or out on land.
Yeah,
great tip.
It's so nice to have a little shade, even if it's on your head.
Okay, is that it?
This has been the joy of cruising.
Okay, well, that was well done, Joy. Great tip from the Joy of Cruising. Yeah, and Sea Lake Journey says that Robin has the exact same hat. Chet, I knew you had I knew you had the keyboard. I knew you had the phone, whatever device you're using. I knew he was the one that was bringing pirates into our video. So Robin has the same hat. So
yes.
That's Robin approved.
Yeah.
So that's great. So we need to, before we move on, we need to mention, I forgot to mention at the top of the show. Does it sound like I'm a professional if I said that?
Yes.
So I forgot to mention what we're doing next week.
Next week?
Because next Saturday we'll be back, whether you like it or not. We'll be back next Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And we've got 2 topics we're going to cover. We're going to get a little childish, and we're going to talk about Disney cruises. We're going to talk Disney cruises versus Disney World vacations.
Ooh.
Kind of goes back to what Leonard Family Fun was saying about a land-based vacation versus a cruise. Uh-huh. So Disney cruises versus a Disney World vacation. Mm-hmm. And then we're also going to cover 10 Disney Dream highlights. So it's a ship we've been on twice now, and we want to go back and share some of the 10 things that we think are highlights you won't want to miss.
Exactly.
So that's next week. But we're still on this week. So let's continue.
Our cruise hero of the week is Cadet Leo. He's on the Mardi Gras. Yes. And he's my cruise hero of the week because I get lost a lot on board a ship if they're a really big ship like the Mardi Gras is. And I was trying to find our room. And I was at I was in the forward, and I was trying to find our room, and he said, "No, you need to go the other way around and go all the way to the aft." And I'm like,
"That's right."
So, because I couldn't find our room.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We were chatting, and while we were watching, I think it was Sea Lake Journey's video last week, and we were commenting about how you got lost. I think a couple times on Mardi Gras. It's a big ship.
It is. It's a big ship, and
those
big ship.
those doors look very similar. So again, we know it was Mardi Gras. This has been back in April, so we assume he's still on board. But what's the name again?
Cadet Leo. Thank you for being my cruise hero.
So
My
what
cruise hero.
what if people want to nominate? Anybody can nominate a cruise hero,
Right.
and what's a cruise hero? It's
anyone that either helps you or makes your cruise better or your vacation better
Mhm.
in any way.
So it can be a crew member. It could be a fellow passenger. It could be someone while you're on an excursion in a port of call.
And they did something
How
extraordinary nice or
Yeah, some of
just
them
great.
made your cruise a little bit better.
Right.
So how do people nominate their cruise hero?
You want to go to info@cruisedayfun.
Yeah, that's our email address. So just email us. Just tell us their name, what ship they're on, and what they did to make your cruise special.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. We done?
Yeah, we're done. That's been our cruise hero of the week.
So let's talk about the staterooms that we're going to be able to find on board the Norwegian Prima.
So excited.
Brand new ship coming out from Norwegian Cruise Lines. Norwegian Prima has
beautiful
interiors that we've seen, and we want to talk about the 4 most popular types of staterooms. So let's take a look, starting with the balcony. A balcony stateroom. It looks like they've done a beautiful job decorating the balcony staterooms. The balcony staterooms, vary in size from 230 to 358 square feet, and they come with, of course, a bed that can be converted into 2 beds. They've got a nice seating area.
Right. There's plenty of room underneath the bed for your suitcases.
Yeah, I like how they've left a lot of room under the bed. They do that on a lot of ships, but not always. What do you think of the decor?
I love the decor. I like it that it's bright and feels airy, and I like the colors scheme. It's not garish or orange or
it's not the old classic cruise ship colors. It's more modern looking. And we've got an overhead schematic here of what the balcony looks like, so we can get a little closer look. One detail that they point out, Norwegian points out on their site, is that the balcony rooms, and they only say this about the balcony rooms of the 4 classes we're talking about, but the balcony room comes with a coffee maker.
Right.
Which that is not something I've experienced, and we've had a lot of balconies.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Plus, this no shower curtain.
Yeah.
You get an actual door.
That's right. You can see that in the bathroom there is a glass shower door, so you don't have that clean shower curtain. I also like it's a more modern look for the bathrooms they've had on their more recent ships, and they're continuing that here, it looks like. And I like the placement of the toilet, which maybe isn't something we talk about a lot when we're talking about future cruises, but it's nice to have a little room. So those corner toilets get kind of old, in my opinion.
And there's plenty of closet space. You can both have a closet.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 closet compartments, and then some shelving, and then next to that is a the little sitting area. What do you call that? Where you can sit and do your makeup.
Your table.
And a mirror.
Your desk. Yeah.
And of course they've got a nice flat screen TV, and that's not even talking about the balcony, which of course is one of the highlights of any balcony cabin, that you get some fresh air, you can go out and enjoy the view, and you can open up and have the view if you want to be inside the room too.
You can watch the pier runners.
You can watch the pier runners. So the balconies are our go-to class of cabin, and I think when we sail on Norwegian Prima one of these days, we are going to be choosing a balcony. It looks like a beautiful space with plenty of room. That's the balcony cabin.
Right.
And we're hoping, I haven't gotten confirmation yet, but we're hoping that they're continuing their tradition of putting USB outlets by the lights by the bed.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Into the lights. Yeah, because that really helps with charging your phone or whatever.
Right.
So it looks like Norwegian's doing a great job with this new ship on Norwegian Prima. Let's take a look at the next class of ships, next class of stateroom, and that is the Ocean View. The Ocean View room has a real similar look to the balcony room. And of course, they're saying these are smaller, which is typically the case, less than 200 square feet. But the The decor looks really similar.
Yes, and it's still, even though it doesn't have a balcony, it still looks really spacious.
Yeah, and this is, there's various versions of all these cabins. This one has a large round window, so it looks like you can get a really good view outside. You might miss the balcony, but you're saving some money typically when you go to an ocean view as opposed to a balcony. And we were talking before, for families that are traveling with small kids, they may not want, for safety reasons, they may not want a balcony in the room, but they can still take a look outside the window
Right.
when they have an ocean view. And it looks like the ocean view cabin also has a nice couch, sitting area where you can do your makeup or paperwork or whatever, write letters. And the bathroom looks really similar.
Yeah.
Same layout, glass door, not a shower curtain.
Love it. Yeah.
And good positioning of the different components of the bathroom. And looks like
His and her closets.
His and her closets.
Exactly.
And you know how you know which one's the her closet? It's the bigger one. That's what I learned. Yeah, and then a flat screen TV. The ocean view cabin, similar decor. It looks like a winner to me. So well done, Norwegian, on your latest class of cruise ships, the Prima class. Let's take a look. If you're looking to save a little money, you might want to go with an inside cabin. Now, an inside cabin has typically no windows. It's on the inside of the ship, so a window wouldn't make much sense.
Right.
And you can see here, it's a little tighter. You've got, this is one end of the room. I'll show you the other end too, but you've got two beds that looks like there's plenty of room for luggage underneath, and it looks like they can be split so you can have the aisle in the middle instead if you want two beds. And looking the other direction, it's got the flat screen TV, and
you have some closet space,
and it looks like below the TV there's some storage. Yeah. So looking overhead at the inside cabin, again, it looks like you've got the same, what do you call it, his and hers closets.
Yes.
Two closets and a smaller little sitting area, but it's still a stool and a little table with a mirror nonetheless. And then the bathroom, once again, glass door for the bathroom. And it looks like they're going to have the same, I think I see the dispensers for the shampoo and the body wash. And then a good situation placement, I should say, for the toilet and sink in there. Again, if the inside cabins are the smallest, and they do typically cost more, and you're talking less than 200 square feet in a lot of cases.
They typically cost less.
Yeah, typically cost less. Now,
they're really good if you're light sensitive like I am. You can. It's really dark.
So, yeah, like when you're sleeping at night, or if you want to take a nap during the day, you turn off the lights and, of course, close the door. It's pitch black in there. You're not gonna.
Very nice.
Yeah. You might even need a what you say? Get one of those little
tea light candle.
Yeah, little electric battery operated candle to put in the bathroom or by the door in case you're worried you'll trip, because it gets really dark in that room. But yeah, the inside cabin, and when we were on Norwegian Jewel, we had a inside cabin, and it got really dark in there, and it was tight. But we were traveling with friends and family, so if you want to save some money and you're going to be out of the cabin a lot because you're sailing with other people, or you just are, that's your thing, you get out of bed first in the morning, you don't come back to the cabin until night, maybe you might as well just save some money.
There you go.
So now there's one more class that we didn't talk about yet, and that is actually even smaller than this. Smaller, but this is designed for one person, and that's the Norwegian Prima Studio Suites. And the decor is different on these. I like this as well. It's a nice design, but it's basically one small, like twin size bed. It looks like it's got a little seating area, and of course you got a bathroom and a closet. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty, no windows or anything like that. Let's get an overhead look here.
Yeah.
So here you can see you've got the bed and the TV. You've got a sitting area, and you've got, it looks like, one closet maybe, and some shelving.
And it looks like you do have a little desk. Yeah,
little desk, little stool. So for one person, this could be just the ticket. If you're thinking, well, I would never even think about getting a studio suite because I don't travel alone. This can actually come in handy if you're traveling with a group. If you have an odd number of people and you've got a couple in one room, a couple in another room, and then one person that's kind of the odd person out, And they can have their own cabin, and you can all meet up.
And the nice thing about Norwegian is even if you do get a single room, they have like a lounge area just for
That's right.
the single room people.
Yeah, it's the Prima Studio Lounge, and it's an area right near all the studio staterooms, and you can go there and hang out, meet up with other people, maybe meet new friends, and they have snacks and beverages there. It's a great little perk with the studio suites. So for those traveling alone or the people that are the odd person out in a group, that's a little perk you get that the other stateroom do not come with.
Exactly.
So yeah. So out of those, what was your favorite?
Gosh. Well, of course, the balcony.
The balcony. I knew you were going to say that.
Balcony's mine. But if I was traveling alone, I would do the studio.
Yeah.
They look nice. So they're very efficiently designed.
They are very efficient. So let's throw out a couple tips here before we wrap up. Cabins in the same class may be different when it comes to the size and the layout. So keep that in mind. We showed some examples that Norwegian has made available. Midship rooms on the lower decks have the least motion. We always tell people if you're worried about getting seasick, go for the lower midship cabins. So that's another piece to keep in mind. And you should also avoid rooms that are next to, above, or below public areas like bars, restaurants, clubs, whatever.
Lido.
Yeah, the Lido deck. Yeah, it could get really noisy in your room. You can hear a lot of sound from other rooms. It's usually pretty insulated if you're between other staterooms, but public areas, avoid being right adjacent to those. And one last tip, always consult your travel agent for help. Yes. So that is our look at the Norwegian Prima staterooms. We hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give us a thumbs up and let us know, and we might do some more of those.
Yes.
Also, if you're interested in finding out about and seeing the Norwegian Prima suites, we can do a video on that too. Just let us know if you're interested. And thanks for watching that. So let's go back and take a look at some comments, see if we missed anything. Easy to get on a ship. Yeah, so it's easy to get lost on a ship. This is going back to our cruise hero, and that's true. So we were talking about that, and I think it was when we were watching the Sea Lake Journeys video or their live show last Saturday. Tune in tonight at 6:00. They'll be going live again.
I like how the cruise ships have one side that says odd and one side that says even.
Yeah, well, that helps.
It does.
But now you got to know which end of the ship you're at, or which where you need to go.
Exactly.
So that can be tricky.
Norwegian used to have those fish
that in the carpet.
Yeah, they had fish on the carpet where it would go forward. The fish would all point one direction forward,
which direction was forward?
Up. They'd all swim in one direction.
So how did you know which? You're almost explaining it. How would you know which end of the ship was the aft and which was the front?
Oh, so if the fish are swimming forward or up, they're swimming toward the front.
That's right. So they're swimming in the same direction of the ship. And we're saying all this. We don't even know if Norwegian Prima is going to have the fish in the carpet. So hey, good luck with that. We hope that works. Cruising Scene said that the beautiful stateroom. So I'm not sure, since I'm late in coming back to their comment, I'm not sure which one they're talking about. But yeah, I thought they were all pretty beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
I like the blue in the room.
Yeah, the studio one for when you're sailing alone.
No, I like the blue.
You're worrying me.
The blue, the blue pictures and stuff.
Yep. And Kelly is asking if we've ever sailed from Cape Liberty. Cape Liberty. We have not sailed from Cape Liberty yet. So that would we hope to sail from all the ports someday.
Yes, that's one of our goals.
Yep. And let's go ahead and let's remind people what our topic is for next week, and remind people if they haven't subscribed yet, they should subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a way to follow us so you see our future videos. We do try to go typically every Saturday at 3:00. We go live, and next Saturday, the August 27th, we'll be going live, and we'll be talking about. Do you want to say what we're going to be talking about? What are we talking about next week?
Disney cruises versus Disney World vacations.
That's right. Yeah, I wonder how that'll go. And then also we're going to be talking about what?
10 Disney Dream highlights. Ooh, yeah.
Yes. So we want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time.
See you soon.